Good evening. I hereby announce that pursuant to Section 5 of the Open Public Meetings Act, that adequate notice of this meeting has been provided in the notice which was sent to the Asbury Park Press, the Two River Times, and posted on the bulletin board in Township Hall, and filed in the Township Clerk's office on January 3rd, 2025. Mayor Foster?
Here.
Ms. LaMountain?
Here.
Mr. Impreviduto?
Here.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Here.
Mr. Romano?
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Excellent. Thank you, Wendy. Can we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Got a packed meeting tonight. Very nice to see everybody. Officers, we're going to get to your swearing in. We're going to just really start quickly with the 7th grade girls basketball team so we can kind of get them on their way. Some of them have to head out to practices and stuff, so if that's okay with everyone, we're going to start there. It's become an old hat for you girls, right? 3 out of 4 years? Pretty impressive. Whereas this year, the 2024-2025 Homedale Youth Athletic Association 7th grade girls basketball played an impressive season, finishing with a record of 10-2. And whereas, after coming off a strong season, the team prevailed in the playoffs, winning 3 games and advancing to the league championship for the 3rd time in 4 years. And the team's hard work and dedication paid off as they successfully reclaimed the Mid-Monmouth League Championship with a win against Wall Township, and the players were led, supported, and encouraged in their endeavors and successes by coaches Allison Grimando and Dom Serini. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Township Committee of the Township of Homedale that congratulations be extended to the following: Josephine Serini, Blake Grimando, L. Foster, Eder Ackerson, Leah Taha, Lila Lynn, Riley Zamet, Sienna Levine, Gia Kabad, Kate Pollock, and Charlotte Burkle, personally and officially on behalf of the residents of the community for their outstanding achievements. Be it further resolved that a suitably engrossed copy of this resolution be presented to the team as a small token of the esteem in which they are held. And be it further resolved that all best wishes be extended to all for continued success in all their future endeavors, proclaimed this 25th day of March 2025. Girls, please come up and accept this proclamation. Congratulations. Okay, thank you, everybody. Okay, now we will move forward to the swearing in of Officers Thomas Doherty and Kevin Bailey.
Thank you, Mayor, Deputy Mayor, committee members. Always an exciting time when you're able to swear in new officers of the police department. want to thank the members of the Township Committee, Mayor and Deputy Mayor, for allowing us to here this evening to formally swear in our 2 new officers. Both were appointed on February 16th of this year and are currently assigned to the Patrol Division, where they have begun the department's field training program and are doing an outstanding job, I may add. I'd also like to thank all the Homedale police officers that are here this evening, officers from Atlantic Highlands, officers from Allenhurst PD, and Chief Reinert that's here with us also. And I think if Chief Maniszewski's here, I'm not sure if I saw him or not. Anyway, first officer I want to introduce is Kevin Bailey. Kevin, come on up, please. Kevin grew up in Howell. He attended Howell High School and graduated in 2016. Kevin worked as a summer laborer with the Homedale DPW in 2016 and 2017, and he interned with the Homedale Police Department in the summer of 2018. Kevin attended Delaware Valley University, where he was a member of the lacrosse team. He graduated in 2020 with a bachelor in criminal justice and a minor in business administration. Kevin attended the Monmouth County Police Academy and graduated June of 2001 and started as a SLEO 2 officer. Kevin was appointed as a full-time patrolman in Allenhurst from June 2022 until February 2025, when he was hired by our department. Kevin has ties here in Homedale. His dad, Jim, is retired from Homedale DPW in 2022 after 30 years of service. His uncle Sean was a sergeant with our police department, retiring in 2011 after 20 years of service. Kevin also has 2 other uncles who served in law enforcement. His uncle Keith, who retired from Freehold Borough in 2015, and his uncle Rich, who retired as a lieutenant with New Jersey Department of Corrections February this past year. It gives me great pleasure to present you Kevin Bailey, badge 120. With him, his father, Jim, and his mother, Heather, brothers Ryan, Danny, and sister Amanda, grandmother Janice, and his girlfriend Mackenzie. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chief. Right there is perfect. All right, Kevin, you can repeat after me. I, Kevin Bailey, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of a Homedale Township police officer according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations.
Okay, the next patrolman I want to introduce to you is Thomas Doherty. Thomas grew up in Atlantic Highlands, graduated Henry Hudson Regional High School. Thomas graduated the Monmouth County Police Academy in December 2023. Since that time, he's been employed as a Special 2 officer in Atlantic Highlands until February of this year when he was hired by the Homedale Police Department. Thomas received a waiver from the Special 2 to a regular police officer. Tom's father, Steve, is a career police officer. He retired from Atlantic Highlands in 2022 as a sergeant. After retirement, he joined the Homedale Township Police Department, where he's currently employed as a Special 3 officer working security in our schools. Thomas's badge is going to be 121. It gives me great pleasure to present you Thomas Doherty. Thomas, congratulations.
Okay. I, Thomas Doherty, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of a Homedale Township police officer according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
I want to thank everybody for coming this evening.
All right, thank you, Chief. Congratulations again, officers. Wendy, wanted to next step, please.
Sure. Next would be the approval of the minutes from the January 30th, 2025 executive and public sessions and the February 11th, 2025 executive and public sessions.
Any questions from anyone on committee? Can we get a motion?
Move.
Second.
Mr. Improviduto?
Yes.
Ms. LaMountain?
Yes.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Romano?
Yes.
Mayor Foster?
Yes.
The minutes have been successfully approved. Thank you. Next is public comment for agenda items only.
Wendy, just 1 second. Yeah, Chief, are you asking for the, thank you, thank you.
You ready?
Yes.
Next would be public comment for agenda items only.
Do we have any public comments? Okay, seeing none.
Next would be the consent agenda, which includes resolutions 2025-100 through 2025-111.
Can we get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Impreviduto?
Yes.
Ms. Lamountain?
Yes.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Romano?
Yes.
Mayor Foster?
Yes.
Okay, resolutions 2025-100 through 2025-111 have been successfully passed. Next is Resolution 2025-112, which is conditionally designating 23 Main Street Propco LLC as the redeveloper for Block 13, Lot 15, and commonly known as 23 Main Street.
Michael, you want to make a quick comment on this, please?
Sure, Mayor. This is the commonly known as the Vonage property in South Homedale. This resolution designates the owner, which is 23 Main Street Propco LLC, as the redeveloper. That's conditioned upon entry into a redevelopment agreement, which will need to be adopted by further resolution of the Township Committee. But we did want to take this action to designate the entity as the redeveloper, which will assist them in their efforts. And I can advise the public that we're working in close contact with them towards the final terms of a redeveloper agreement that we hope to have at an upcoming meeting for consideration by the Township Committee.
Can we get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Impreviduto?
Yes.
Ms. Lamountain?
Yes.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Romano?
Yes.
Mayor Foster?
Yes.
Okay, Resolution 2025-112 has been successfully passed. Next is introduction of ordinances. Ordinance 2025-05, which is an ordinance establishing Chapter 20, Section 16, titled Short-Term Rentals. This motion is to adopt on first reading, publish in the Asbury Park Press, and set the public hearing for April 8th, 2025.
Thank you, Wendy. Michael, would you like to make a comment on this one, please?
Sure, Mayor. This ordinance was recommended by the Township's Construction Department. I think it's become prevalent in other municipalities that Airbnbs have percolated, and kind of the determination was made that the Airbnbs really didn't comport with Homedale, and so this would prohibit short-term rentals, which New Jersey law allows municipalities to regulate. And so this would prohibit them, which is 175 days or shorter. And it also gets into this other practice that's been going on of people Airbnb-ing their pools in their backyard and allowing people to rent them out for the day. So this would also address that as well. And this is all part of an effort to be proactive before any of these practices become prevalent.
Can we get a motion?
Yes. Motion.
Second.
Mr. Impreviduto?
Yes.
Ms. Lamountain?
Yes.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Romano?
Yes.
Mayor Foster?
Yes, and thank you to Steve Winters and his team for kind of getting on this early and moving it forward. I agree with it wholeheartedly and happy to move forward on it.
Ordinance 2025 will be 05 will be set for public hearing. Next for introduction is Ordinance 2025-06, which is a bond ordinance providing for road and safety improvements to Crawford's Corner Road by and in the Township of Homedale in the County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, appropriating $1,500,000 therefor and authorizing the issuance of $1,500,000 notes or bonds to finance part or the costs thereof. This motion is to adopt on first reading and publish in the Asbury Park Press and set the public hearing for April 8th, 2025.
Michael, you want to make another quick comment?
Yeah, sure, Mayor. This is a bond ordinance for the Crawford's Corner Road Improvement Project in front of Homedale High School. It just bears noting that the township will be the recipient of that DOT grant, but the township needs to prepay the costs of the project and then get reimbursed by the state. The CFO indicated that this is the appropriate bond to be issued based upon township's current ability internally to fund.
Thank you, Michael. Can we get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Impreviduto?
Yes.
Ms. Lamountain?
Yes.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Romano?
Yes.
Mayor Foster?
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-06 will be set for public hearing. Thank you. Next would be hearing on ordinances. This would be hearing for ordinance 2025-02, which is an ordinance authorizing acquisition of Potter's Farm property of Block 49.02, lots 40, 40Q, and 41 on the tax map of the Township of Homedale.
Can we get a motion? Sorry, can we get any comments from the public? Come on up, Ralph.
Good evening, Ralph Blumenthal, 41 Stony Brook Road. I'm disappointed by this process. That the Methodist, I believe, had an excellent plan. It was a low-scale residential development in a residential zone. There was going to be a low-scale residential development seeking a goal of excellent care, not just good care, but really excellent care for elder patients, residents who had dementia. Unfortunately, we understand that a number of religious organizations have had a variety of financial problems due to policy issues, bad practices in the past, legal issues, and the like. And so that may have been what led the Methodists, which we know are splitting their organization, to back out from proceeding with the development. Given that that's the situation, I appreciate that you folks want to protect against inappropriate development on that site. And that part of this I applaud. So it's not the place for the wrong development. So you're taking a step that has financial impacts on the township, and we'll see how that all works out. Question I have for tonight is, in the introduction, Brian mentioned that, hey, you're going to try to maintain this as a farm with animals. Do you have a maintenance plan? How is this going to work? Who and how is this going to be maintained? Who's going to take care of the animals and the property? How is it going to be funded? That's going beyond the simple acquisition, but I hope there are some thoughts put forward into what's going to happen next once you do close on the property.
Through you, Mayor, the one thing I can say is that we are aware that there is a current tenant that is allowed to use the property and has the animals on the property, and so part of our negotiations in acquiring the property will be how that relationship is handled. We'll have to negotiate that, but that is part of the purchase and sale agreement terms that we need to work out with United Methodist Church.
Okay, because my understanding is there were really two entities involved. For a number of years, the landscape company has been using a portion of the property, and subsequently a Potter daughter has been providing animals, and they've been trucking them back and forth from a different location in Freehold. So there are two entities involved, and I don't know which one you're involved with, or potentially both of them, or what your vision of how the property should look 5 years from now.
I think that's all under discussion by the Township Committee. I think, the primary goal is as stated in the ordinance, which is to preserve the property for open space purposes. Obviously it'll have discretion, once the property is acquired. As to the farm specifically, as I said, I can't really discuss that further, but we are aware of that current lease or license arrangement, and we will address that.
But Ralph, to answer, our goal is to keep as much open space. We've been open and transparent about that. And everything you discussed, obviously, I guess some of that's out there, but we saw an opportunity, and we're trying to protect the town as best we can. What's going to happen within the future, we're not sure of at the moment. Open space is our preference, maybe some recreation, but certainly not development is our goal.
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Come on up, Pat.
Patrick Trisquita, 56 Line Road. Homedale doesn't need a faith-based dementia care enclave operating by the United Methodist Church. especially on such an iconic Homedale property as Potter's Farm. Now, with Homedale's acquisition of Potter's Farm, the only pastoral care to be given will be for the sheep. Congratulations on acquiring it. I look forward to open spaces. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat. Any other comments? Seeing none? Can we get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Improviduto?
Mayor, if there was a stronger word than yes, I would use it. Yes.
Ms. Lamountain?
Yes.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Romano?
Yes.
Mayor Foster?
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-02 has been successfully passed. Thank you. Next, for a hearing on ordinance 2025-03, which is a bond ordinance providing for the acquisition and the payment of a portion of the purchase price of real property, commonly known as the Potter Farm property, and being designated as Block 4902, Lots 40, 40Q, and 41 on the official tax map of the Township of Homedale in the County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, appropriating $4,500,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $4,285,714,000 in bonds or notes of the township to finance part of the cost thereof.
Any public comments? I know it's kind of redundant. Seeing none, can we get a motion?
Move.
Second.
Mr. Improviduto?
Yes.
Ms. Lamountain?
Yes.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Romano?
Yes.
Mayor Foster?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2025-03 has been successfully passed. Thank you. Next for a hearing is ordinance 2025-04, which is an ordinance authorizing lease of a portion of block 50.30, lot 74.53, 11-13 Centerville Road to the County of Monmouth.
Any public comments? Seeing none, can we get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Improviduto?
Yes.
Ms. Lamountain?
Yes.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Romano?
Yes.
Mayor Foster?
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-04 has been successfully passed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Wendy. We're going to move into our department reports. Chief/Administrator/Master of Ceremonies for this evening. Do you have anything for us?
Mayor, just briefly, our team that was working on the streetlights finished up the rest of the town. They had a smaller area to go over, but they did finish it up. All the roads have been gone through. All the lights that are out have been recorded and forwarded into JCP&L. So that's all done now. Mr. Luna's also been, forwarded all our lighting information on the streetlights that are out. Secondly, I had a representative from JCP&L show up here today, had to sign off on some paperwork. They're going to be starting next month with going around and cutting tree limbs, branches, and dead trees on the roadways, on anything that could affect the power lines on a number of roads in town. So that just came up today. And lastly, the one streetlight that we had many back and forths with JCP&L over on Tiburon was fixed this past week. They went in, fixed the wire underground, and we've got that one back up and going. So they've been doing a fairly decent job in making the repairs.
I appreciate you staying on top of them, and they have been kind of picking up things lately. So I think it's all rounding out with how you got everybody together. So thank you for that. Our township engineer is not with us this evening. He's a little bit under the weather, so we're going to move forward to the boards and committees. I'm going to start over there, Mr. Romano.
Thank you, Mayor.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Our attorney spoke so much earlier, I skipped right over him.
I try to fade into the background, but Mayor, I just have two resolutions from executive session on a couple of low-hanging fruit items, I would say, for the committee's consideration. The first relates to the Middle Road Affordable Housing Project, which dates back to the third round. It's just a resolution to approve agreements that are required to allow for that refinancing. So the resolution caption would be a resolution authorizing Homedale Township to execute subordination of mortgage in favor of the New Jersey Housing and Finance Agency in connection with the Middle Road Affordable Housing Development.
Can we get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Improviduto?
Yes.
Ms. LaMountain?
Yes.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Romano?
Yes.
Mayor Foster?
Yes.
The resolution has been successfully passed.
Thanks, Mayor. And the other is just a late starter from Community Development. It's a resolution directing the tax assessor to place an assessment against Block 31, Lot 1.03 for the removal of debris.
Can we get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Improviduto?
Yes.
Ms. LaMountain?
Yes.
Mr. Lucarelli?
Yes.
Mr. Romano?
Yes.
Mayor Foster?
Yes.
The resolution has been successfully passed. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Joseph?
Thank you again, Mayor. Okay, starting with the Homedale Library. The library hosted a special presentation on the Homedale horn antenna presented by Submit Conwell. The event had over 100 attendees and was attended by Dr. Bob Wilson himself. March is Read Across America Month. At the Homedale branch, kids and teens can participate in the Read Across America scavenger hunt for a chance to win incentives. They can sign up at the reference desk. A reminder that the summer reading program begins June 1st. Visit the Homedale Library website for a variety of programs and challenges throughout the summer. For tomorrow's movie night, the Homedale branch will be showing the 2024 film Conclave beginning at 6 p.m. From the Board of Education, the cheer team wins state championship. Congratulations to the Homedale High School cheer team on becoming the New Jersey state champions in the co-ed intermediate varsity division. Homedale High School student Leela Bruzzi was chosen to receive the New Jersey Governor's Award in Arts Education, selected as only one of 8 such recipients across the state. Congratulations. Mark your calendars. Transition Fair is April 4th. It's not what you think. The school district and the Office of Special Services invite students aged 14 to 21 and their families to the Homedale Transition Fair. The fair aims to connect families with a wealth of resources to facilitate the transition to adult living. It will be held at the Bellworks Atrium on Friday, April 4th from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Snow days, we have a give back. The school district has built in 2 snow days for the school year. Since they've not been used, the snow days will be given back. To that end, schools will be closed on the following days: Monday, April 21st, Tuesday, May 27th. From the Veterans Committee, we have the second Veterans event. It's going to be held. The second Veterans Coffee and Conversations was held on Thursday, March 13th. We would like to thank Homedale PBA number 239 for sponsoring the event. Chief Alaco presented the veterans with updates to the new Ride in Monmouth program. Assemblywoman Vicki Flynn stopped by and talked to the group as well. The next Veterans Gathering will be held in May. Any veteran or Gold Star family member who would like to be placed on the distribution list, please contact the Recreation Office at extension 1225. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Mr. Improviduto?
Thank you, Mayor. First, I want to give a special shout out to Patrolman Brendan Bernard and Patrolman Rich Enzarello, who on March 16th responded to a residence for a report of a woman in labor. With no medical personnel on site and with the birth imminent, these officers utilized their training and instincts to deliver a healthy baby girl. Mom and baby were transported to a local hospital by the Homedale First Aid Squad, and both are doing well. Outstanding work, Brendan and Rich. And Chief always speaks of your leadership as well of those folks, so wonderful job. The next Goal Zero high visibility countywide enforcement detail is scheduled for Thursday, March 27th, 2025 from 3 to 7 p.m. State Highway 35 will be the focus of this month's detail, which will include the following agencies: Belmar, Brielle, Wall, Neptune, Neptune City, Ocean, Eatontown, Shrewsbury, Red Bank, Middletown, Homedale, Hazlet, Keyport, Aberdeen, and the Monmouth County Sheriff's Office. Ocean County agencies are now participating in the Goal Zero enforcement details and will be out on Route 70 during the same time frame as Monmouth County agencies this Thursday. Between the two counties, approximately 55 miles of highway will be covered simultaneously. The intent of this high visibility campaign is to confront the staggering rise in traffic deaths New Jersey has seen in recent years. Also, the Homedale Township Police Department has received over $40,000 in enforcement overtime grant funding from the New Jersey Department of Highway Traffic Safety for the 2025 fiscal year. This enables our officers to proactively target violations such as distracted driving, speeding, and impaired driving. Officers will continue to use these funds to supplement additional patrols until the end of this grant on September 30th. From the First Aid Squad, they are excited to announce that they have launched a new redesigned website. The new site provides information and updates about first aid services, membership applications, and community events. You can visit the website at www.homedalefirstaid.com. From the Department of Public Works, large item drop-off originally scheduled for Saturday, June 14th, has been rescheduled for the following Saturday, June 21st, at the same location. Brush and leaf pickup collection will begin on the following dates. Section A is March 31st, Section B is April 7th, Section C, April 14th, Section D, April 21st. To easily find your section, visit homedaletownship.com/sections. And last but not least, I had a meeting with the Finance Committee a little bit, I guess maybe a week and a half ago or so, just to review the budget trends over the past several years, the debt trends. We reestablished or re-elected Eric Silvergold as the chairman. He's done a fabulous job for us there. And looking at, sort of the spend trends, how they've slowed considerably over the past couple of years, and conveyed, Mayor, your mandate to make sure the tax rate stays flat as it has over the past couple of years as well. And so as our awesome CFO acknowledges one of the best in the state, continues to forge ahead with the budget, we'll reconvene and bring you into that, Mayor, as well for the analysis and, prepare us for budget season. So thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Rocco. Eric, thank you for your service. Appreciated. Mr. Lucarelli?
Thank you, Mayor. From the Recreation Department, registration is now open for the 2025 season at the Homedale Swim Club. Registration can be done online at any time through the Rec Desk portal. Please be aware that there is a 3% convenience fee for all non-cash check transactions. This fee goes directly to the processor and not to Homedale Township. Registration is now open for all of the spring programs. Information on these programs can be found on the Recreation Department's Rec Desk page. Registration will be open in the next few days for the summer recreation program at Cross Farm Park. And I did want to just make a comment tonight for you, Chief. It's just great seeing these new recruits come on. I just think you're doing a fantastic job. I know in the last year or two we've hired quite a bit of new recruits. You have a lot of guys retiring, and I know it's not easy. I know that pool of quality, officers is shrinking from what I hear. And I just think you're doing a great job with your recruiting efforts. It's just wonderful seeing another father-son, another sibling of a former, whether it's just an employee of the township. That's pretty cool. And I know it's Homedale has been fortunate to have quite a bit of those, and I just think it's great to see that tradition continue. But I wanted to just commend you on your recruiting efforts and continuing to, keep our department as one of the top in the state and the county. So thank you.
Thank you, DJ. Excellent comments. Wholeheartedly agree. Deputy Mayor?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. From the Community Development Department, we are still in March Madness Permit Amnesty Month. Just a reminder that this week and next Monday are the last few days of the March Madness Permit Amnesty. If you've completed work on your house and forgot to obtain a permit, reach out to the Community Development Department to get that taken care of without any fines or late fees. This does end March 31st. From the Homedale Environmental Commission, the HEC Daffodil Walk will be taking place along with Friends of Homedale Open Space on Saturday, March 29th from 1 to 3. You can meet at Bayonet Farm at 1 o'clock in the small parking lot next to the Harding House. And if you're looking for more information about this, please go on Homedale's social media. As well, we have the Earth Day Festival coming up. The HEC will be hosting an Earth Day Festival and Greenway Walk on Sunday, April 27th from 12 to 5, also at Bayonet Farm. All events, activities, and exhibits are free, so please make sure put these events on your calendar. They're both really great events if you've never attended. It's something living in Homedale you want to do at least once while you're here, but if not, year after year. From the Homedale Green Team, the Community Energy Planning has identified 8 initiatives that they are going to formally investigate as part of their project. They are looking at the idea of purchasing alternative fuel vehicles, installing public EV charging infrastructure, having an anti-idling campaign and enforcement, looking to adopt supportive zoning and permitting for private solar, upgrading energy efficiency for our municipal facilities, looking at residential energy efficiency outreach campaign ideas, implementing a green building policy, and requiring developers to complete green development checklists. The next Green Team meeting is Monday, April 7th, and is open to the public. And I'd like to give a shout out to Mary Rose Little. If you're watching, if you're listening, thank you very much for all the work you have invested in the Homedale Green Team and this project. And I say it often, but I'm amazed and so appreciate the number of hours people give to our community, and it's something that really makes Homedale a home and a place you want to stay. So thank you for all of the hours that you all donate as volunteers, and again, thank you, Mary Rose, for all the time you've invested in this. Our Homedale Heritage Committee, believe it or not, save the date for Sunday, October 26th, from 1:30 to 5 over at Homedale High School. We will be having our next Homedale Heritage Day. The committee has moved up this date to hopefully not interfere with the holidays, and so that we can thoroughly enjoy without worrying to get our Christmas shopping done. Any residents who would like to volunteer or host a table to represent their cultural heritage, please reach out to the committee via email, heritagecommittee@homedeletownship.com. And that's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kim, and definitely thank you to Mary Rose and the whole team over there. You guys are doing a great job. So I just have a couple of quick comments, and then we'll get to public comments. As I mentioned at a previous meeting, I've partnered with the Office of Assemblywoman Vicki Flynn to bring the Mobile Motor Vehicle Commission Unit to Homedale Township on Tuesday, April 29th, starting at 10 a.m. Because of the overwhelming demand, not only from Homedale residents, but from people all over the state, the MVC has instituted an online registration process in order to register for an appointment at the mobile unit. The appointment registration link will go live this Thursday, March 27th, from 3 to 4 p.m., and for your convenience, we will share that link on our social media and our website. If you are hoping to visit the mobile MVC unit in April, especially to obtain a real ID license, please make sure to register for an appointment because they are required. Appointments fill up fast, so plan to log on right at 3 p.m. this Thursday to try and get yourself an appointment. A reminder that I will be hosting the Mayor's Community Cleanup Day on Saturday, March 29th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., and then you can go right from there to the Daffodil Walk. Community service hours are available for students and scouts who need them. No registration is required. Volunteers should plan to arrive at the Senior Community Center at 9 a.m. to receive their assignment and supplies. And lastly, a meeting was held with local and county officials, including law enforcement and military representatives, to discuss traffic improvements on Route 520, also known as Newman Spring Roads, in neighboring Middletown Township. The project is divided into two phases. The first, the Acme Access Road, is currently in public hearing, and the second, involving lane restriping and traffic calming, is slated for 2026. The Middletown Police Department presented traffic safety statistics, emphasizing their commitment to safer roads. The next steps involve including Homedale and Red Bank in discussions, commissioning a traffic study, and holding another public input session in May with the goal of regional traffic calming solutions. I think everybody would agree 520 is kind of a rough road to travel, so that's a welcome thing that's going on in the county. And that's all I have from my updates, so we'd like to open it up for public comment. Jenny?
Jenny Blumenthal, 41 Stony Brook Road. I have 4 very short questions. First, how many streetlights were out? When there was 165 2 weeks ago, how many is when they got done?
The number I got was 214.
Oh my gosh, that should make Jay a little happier. All right. And then for Mike, what is the address of the resolution you just passed about debris in the You gave block and lot, but I don't walk around with those facts in my head.
What was the street that the house? Hillcrest. I don't have the address
On
number, but it was on
Hillcrest?
Hillcrest, yes.
Okay, fine. And then this is maybe for Frank too. Our power was out for 4 hours last Saturday afternoon. Do you have any idea why? It was a perfectly nice day.
They had a problem with the J.C. Pino station down here on South Holland Road, and that light went out, and the lines all the way up and down Telegraph.
Yeah. Where we are, yeah. Yeah, it was quite mysterious, but we did call JCP&L, and by gum, they said it was coming back before 4 o'clock, and shortly before that, it was all on, so that was nice.
It was definitely
Yeah, there were certain household things like vacuuming I couldn't get done. And then last but not least, is there any plan for Homedale to be doing a styrofoam recycling collection sometime this year? I got quite a bag of it down cellar.
We'll definitely look into that, Jenny. I thought we had something. We'll have that answer for you for the next meeting, if that's okay.
Because a lot of us keep getting all that stuff. Okay, fine. That's it. I told you they were short.
Thank you, Jenny. Anyone else? Come on up, Jay.
Jay Yanello, 18 Ladwood Drive. Thank you again, Chief, for reporting those lights, and hopefully they follow through on, including the wire ones that have to be fixed over time. I put a couple notes down really quickly. I just want to compliment all of you, both existing mayor, prior mayors, other mayors, on really being smart of late. We're really getting smarter as a town. We're acquiring land when we can. We didn't allow a pot distillery, like we joked about a few meetings ago. No Airbnbs. I think we could get a little better in the summer when there's parties going on, which get out of control. I mean, I'm all for a good party, but like I think I talked about before, there seemed to be an arms race this past summer near me with who could hire the loudest DJs, who could go the longest, and inevitably it always wound up with police officers having to come. So, I mean, we want to have a fun time, but keep it real. And again, I think we should have better zoning and enforcement. I've mentioned this before about LED lighting. I still have neighbor 2 acres away that has lights. I mean, people just are oblivious about LED spotlights in this town. I think businesses should not be allowed to have LED box windows in this town. I think this is something we seriously should consider, eradicating radical LED lighting in the town. Mr. Collins, I read today in an article that, and this I guess is not a surprise to people tuned into it, that the New Jersey Home Builders Association is suing all the towns that are challenging the affordable housing numbers. I mean, that is just entertaining. Can you give us any update on where we stand with that, the litigation or anything? I heard a lot of towns have settled on new numbers. Where are we? Okay, that's that. Is there any update on Vonage? This LLC got formalized. Is the game plan, the initial game plan, are about the same? Has it changed? Are there new owners in there? And then, Chief, hate to put this on you, but I've been complaining about the absolute disgrace of Homedale Road. It's supposed to be redone this year. Is it really going to be redone? If not, we need to get a commitment right away from the county. It's really banging up cars' tires. And these street names made me laugh. Between Bellevue and Tulip roads on Homedale Road, there are suddenly deep potholes that need to be addressed within 48 hours. So can we have someone really go up there on Homedale Road between Bellevue and Tulip and fill them, whether it's the county or us? So those are my points here.
Go ahead, Michael.
All right, thanks, Mayor. On the affordable housing matter, we're kind of proceeding on two fronts. The one is through the Affordable Housing Dispute Resolution Program, which is what the law set up as the mechanism to handle the fourth round. Our Affordable Housing Council and some of the Township Committee members have been part of mediation proceedings. As you referenced, Fair Share Housing Center and the New Jersey Builders Association did file as objectors to the Township's petition. And so those are our adversaries as to the affordable housing obligation. The builders then filed a subsequent letter essentially saying that they were not participating in the mediation, but if things don't get worked out with the township, they would then want to be a part of an adjudication before the judge, so they're trying to have their cake and eat it too, in my mind. But whatever the case, we're trying to work through those objections. If there's an appropriate settlement, we'll bring that to the township committee for approval. But while we're doing that, we still do continue with our litigation that challenges the overall law.
Yeah.
And there's actually, I mean, I could go on for quite some time about the different legal claims that are being asserted there, but suffice exactly. I don't want that timer going off. And I don't want to.
I'm used to it.
Yeah. We got to make sure we're saving Jay's time here. But yeah, so basically that's still continuing, and we expect that litigation could end up taking years, and we're still dealing with the fourth round at present.
Okay. Yeah, like
As I mentioned earlier, we're working out the redevelopment agreement, which is the next step, and we hope to have that here fairly quickly.
nothing's material. Yeah, that was my point.
No.
Oh,
The
okay.
redevelopment plan sets the zoning, so everything in that is going to be pursuant to the zoning. So it's really more just technical legal terms. It's an intricate legal document that just needs to be prepared.
Okay. And Homedale Road, I don't know.
We contacted Monmouth County Road Department today and reported the potholes.
Oh,
Hopefully
did you
they're
expect me to come here and talk about it or no? I don't.
It's funny how it came up.
They were
We did.
bad. I'm
We
driving.
found
I'm
the
like, where
potholes,
did
we saw
that
the
come
potholes.
from?
We
Yeah.
contacted them today, so hopefully they'll get out there
Okay.
tomorrow.
But we really do need to. I mean, we've been hearing about it getting paid for a while. It's a disgrace.
I'm almost positive it's on their
Okay,
docket for
okay.
this season.
Yeah, thanks.
I will reach out to try to confirm that. Thank you, Jay. And thank you very much for those comments. Come on up, Ralph.
Ralph Blumenthal, 41 Stony Brook Road. Just to follow up with regard to Vonage. The resolution you did tonight was for an organization called Percopo or something like that. The prior owner, if it's not the same, was CHA. What's the relationships of these entities? Has CHA sold its interest, or has they've just reformulated and created a new subsidiary?
The property was purchased from Matt Calley by
Yes.
this legal entity, 23 Main. It was never owned by CHA Partners per se. This is I would characterize it as likely a single purpose entity that they established for holding the property, but that is owned by CHA Partners, so they are the
so
redeveloper.
you're dealing with the same people all along. There's not a change in owner or
Absolutely.
developer or anything else.
This is just confirming that CHA is the designated redeveloper, provided we get the redevelopment agreement struck with them.
Fine. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Ralph. Any other comments? Pat?
Patrick Trisquita, 56 Line Road. Last Friday night, I watched the exciting finale of season 2 of Severance, the Apple TV award-winning series that takes place. It's central to the whole Severance story. It's fantastic. Okay, it takes place at the Bellworks building, with the water tower, and there's the Severance floor is the basement of Homedale Bellworks, and after the finale, it was announced that Apple TV will be doing a 3rd season of Severance, and so my comment is that the CFO should be ready to talk to Ralph Zucker about the royalties that come from that as part of the Bell Labs pilot, the pilot that's on the Bellworks property. They spent $20 million on season 2, season 1, $50 million in season 2, and season 3 is going to be well over $100 million. But that's my comment, and please ask the CFO who's not there.
We definitely will reach out to him. Thank you, Pat. I thought you were going to ask us to try to get you an acting gig. Eric, come on up.
Eric Silvergold, 9 Powderhorn Court. Mayor, Deputy Mayor, Committeemen, I just wanted to thank all of you guys for all the hard work you've done to preserve and protect the Potter's Farm property. I think it's going to be a great open space acquisition for Homedale, and it'll benefit the community for decades to come. I think a lot of people have been waiting a long time to get some clarity on the outcome and the future of that property. And there has been a lot of talk over the years, but I will say that this township committee finally got it done. Finally. So thank you, Mayor Foster, for your commitment to open space and for getting this over the finish line. Big thank you to Committeeman Preveduto, who kicked off the acquisition last year when you were mayor. I know all of you guys have worked really hard on this, and we're really appreciative of everything you guys have done. And I just want to say thank you. Just phenomenal teamwork by this township committee. Thanks, guys.
Eric, thank you very much for those comments. We're in lockstep up here with that. We want to keep this town looking the way it looks, feeling the way it feels, and I think it all starts and ends with open space and trying to keep it Homedale. Thank you for those comments. Anyone else?
Can I make a comment, Mayor?
Absolutely. Please, Joe.
I want to touch on the DMV event coming up on April 29th. That's actually, there's a deadline coming up for the New Jersey Real IDs. I fly a lot for work, and I haven't gotten my Real ID work yet. And if you don't have one by May 7th, if you use your driver's license for travel, you're not going to be able to use that at the airport anymore. So this is actually a great service for residents. Getting an appointment right now is impossible. So if you haven't gotten your Real ID, this is a great service we're providing. I'm going to register for it the moment it goes live because I haven't been able to get an appointment, but it's very difficult to get an appointment. There is a deadline coming up, so if you do use your driver's license to travel, make sure you sign up for this.
Thank you, Joe. Any other comments from the committee? Seeing none, can we get a motion?
Move.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you very much.